History repeats itself. It fails to die. You are now tuned into But What Is Life podcast, the ride to relax, relate, and release into reality where things get fun, real, and the advice is unsolicited. What's up? It's your girl Ani, and I'm back to relax, relate, and release into yet another episode of But What Is Life. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing great. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing fabulous.
As we can see, we have Ultraviolet here. Period. I am doing fabulous today. Do you like my little
The tribal.
Yeah, the thing is, this is like, I literally like made this up.
I was gonna say, was it made like this?
No. It's this girl on Instagram, Thrift and Tale. Like, she literally goes thrifting and like she just takes ugly, you know, little grandma looking stuff, or even if it's not ugly, just vintage looking clothes, and like turn it into something like fabulous. Okay. So that's where the inspo came for this.
I really like it.
Thanks. Hope you liked it. Okay, so today's episode is all about what?
The girl code.
Girl code. If you have tuned into last season, the first season, where I did, I think it was the 4th episode, friendship / coexisting. This is kind of a play off of that. Like I said before, that I was going to do a part 2 with the guests, so here we are.
Here I am.
You know how I just manifested that last season and so let me go ahead and pour my wine. I need to be careful.
Yeah.
This is not to play.
Giving a little bit of a long pour.
Yeah.
I even left a little driblet in there for myself.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah, we should relocate.
Yeah. Not doing it. Okay. So, the inspiration for today's episode, like I just already said, it is a part 2 from season 1. But we have a little backstory. So, we were actually supposed to be re-recording another episode that just happened to just cut off mid-recording. We weren't feeling it, so it was just like, we're gonna do something else. So here we are. So let's go ahead and relax into girl code.
Yes.
First question. Put it down. Okay. What is girl code? Do you want to go first, or do you want me?
You can go first.
Okay. I feel like girl code is a umbrella of how to communicate with your girlfriends. No matter what type of situation you in, like I can give Violet here a look like, and she be like, like say we at a party or something, and it's just like, she's ready to go. Or, you know, if I just say something like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of boring.
It's like you can read a face.
Yeah, it's kind of like you can just. It's. I feel like it's. I don't know why I want to keep saying pig Latin.
I'm like, oh what?
But it's. I feel like it's just a dialect between friends, and no matter what they say or what they gesture or do, like you can kind of hint towards, you know, what they're feeling or what they're trying to tell you without them actually saying. So basically, it would be, you know, the whole little thing, like say you sleepy without saying you sleepy.
Right.
I feel like that's what girl code is, and like I said, that's basically the blanket or umbrella, if
Right.
you will, for whether it's, you know, just friends or, you know, as far as like relationships, like with the person's significant other, like,
Right.
you know, the whole, if he call and ask, it's like, you already know what to say.
What to say, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I feel like girl code is. What do you think?
I actually 100% agree. I'm just going to expand
Okay.
and say beyond the words, I feel like it's the actions.
Yes.
It's the actions as well that I don't need to say certain things to you.
Right.
It'll be, so for example, if I'm behind your back, I'm going to do the right thing.
Right.
So I would say in action form that's kind of what it is, that behind your back or in your face, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to make the right decision as far between women, whether you're my friend or not, just
Right.
between women, I'm going to do the right thing for us. That's how I would see it in just a blanket overall thing. In friendship, relationship, I'm going to do the right thing
Right.
between us women. That's
That's great. I like that.
I would
How we
describe
both
it like
did,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
both sides of the coin. I like that.
I like that one.
So moving on to number 2. So what is girl code in friendship and in relationship?
Okay. In friendship, I would say girl code in friendship would probably be, don't do any snake shit. That'd be the best description. No snake shit needed. Don't do anything. And it doesn't have to be negative. This doesn't have to be a negative thing.
Right, yeah.
Girl code. But don't do anything that you don't want me to find out.
Yeah.
That would be what it is for me in friendship. And keep it 100.
Period.
Simple.
That is very simple.
Simple and straight to the point.
So I would say as far as in friendship, it would be basically what you're saying, but at the same time, it's just like a mutual like understanding. Like, because I feel like every friend is different.
Right.
And you have to, you know, communicate or, you know, do things differently with different people. So I feel like that would be a thing that you guys can cultivate together for your friendship and what's comfortable for you.
Right.
So as far as...
That's very true.
Yeah.
So some friends are cool between them with some things, and some friends that would be a no-no.
Right,
so,
exactly. Yeah, so I just don't feel like it's I mean, of course with certain things it's kind of a, you know, one size fits all.
Yeah.
But my idea of that is everything with every person is different. Just looking at my friends now, like just thinking about it, it's like with one friend I would have to do this versus another friend. It's kind of a thing where it's like what's understood don't need to be explained, kind of thing. So it's just with friendship, I feel like you need to cultivate that, because that can be the breakdown in a lot of friendships.
This is
because
true.
You do not set the standard. Just like you set the standard with your man, you have to set the standard with your friend too.
Hello? We need that on a shirt. On a mug. On a bottle. I mean, it needs to be on a few things.
Period.
It does.
Merch coming soon.
It is.
Would you buy it?
They should.
You should.
That's a slogan.
Oh, let me write that down.
That's a word.
Let me write that down. No, like seriously.
Because we really do lack standards sometimes in our friendships.
Yes.
But we require so much
from our man.
But this is the thing. That's such a weird breakdown, because a lot of times when you having problems with your man, you call in who? Your friend. You know what I'm saying? That is kind of your backbone in a sense. Unless like he's your husband or something. But even then, you know, he your husband, sometimes they still call their friends for advice.
Yes.
So you have to have a standard there in place. That's an amazing, that'll be on the shirt.
Yes, it will. So going into relationships, what is the girl code? I feel like,
cause I got my first one is like about to spill out my mouth.
I feel like I feel like the girl code with your friend's significant other should be very neutral.
Very.
Very neutral. Especially for him on the outside looking in. Even though you may know some things that he has no clue that you know about, there should never be a situation where you step out and you go to that man and say anything, because that is not your relationship.
It's not.
It's not your relationship at all. Now, I have something, the other side of the coin with that. Now, if you know, because you already know, girl code with your friend, if you know that her man is doing something, you done saw some things, we running it down.
I mean, top to bottom.
I'm that friend.
I'm taking pictures.
Oh yeah, I'm going to let you know absolutely everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Now, I've had a situation where I ran the shit down. From top to motherfucking bottom. Didn't give a shit who found out about it. Yeah, put my name on that. Let him know. He hit me up. Why would you tell her that? Why wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Why the fuck wouldn't I?
This is my friend. Are you crazy?
Exactly. Like, my loyalty lies with her, not you. And then it was just like, but why would you tell her that when you already know how that was gonna make her feel? Exactly.
So she needs to be in the know.
She needs to be in the know instead of in the fucking dark.
Exactly.
Okay?
You're not gonna have my friend walking around here looking stupid as hell.
No, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna side with you in making sure she looks stupid as hell.
Exactly.
Because I honestly feel like, you know. Why do I do this every episode? I just be running my mouth.
I was ready to hear.
I feel like there was a situation before where a friend had me looking stupid.
Okay.
Because
that's not a lie.
Huh?
That's not a lie. You were saying you didn't want to share it. I'm saying that's not a lie.
No, because I was about to say it different.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do feel like I was in a situation before where I felt my friend, she knew some shit, but then it just came out, oh, I didn't. And it was just like.
She kept her mouth closed. See, unfortunately, I have done that before, but I will say this. I guess for me, it does matter how good of friends we are. Because there have been times, and I mean multiple times, this is not just a one-time thing, where somebody that I just kind of know in passing, or we may have been cool like at work, or you know, just somebody that we didn't really hang out like that. I couldn't say we were friends, but we was really cool. Right. But you know, it's been times I see they man like on a dating app or something, and it's their husband.
Now that's understandable, because if you don't really fuck with them like that.
But it's like, there's nothing negative here, and it's like I want to say something, but I don't want my head chopped off. Right,
you know what I'm saying? You don't really know how they're going to take that.
Right, and it just feels uncomfortable for me to say it. Like
I can agree with that in certain
circumstances. Just because if we're going to speak in girl code, that doesn't mean we have to be friends.
Right, yeah.
So in girl code way, I can say I did not say anything. And one of the girls was actually one of my really good friends, and I still didn't say anything. But that's because, in my defense, when I saw it, I hadn't talked to her in a long time.
Okay, and you should not set the tone with something.
I didn't want to be like, girl, I see him on the thing. But I screenshotted it.
That was it.
Now, if it was one of my really good friends and I see, I'm definitely gonna say something.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
It's no stopping me. But if it's just another girl, I don't know if I would say. I don't know if I could say something.
I wouldn't, because I just wouldn't feel like it's my place.
But the thing is,
I feel like she will be looking at it like you just trying to start some shit. You hate him.
if it was another girl though, and she saw my dude on there, and we wasn't friends like that, I would want her to tell me, cause I need to know what this nigga's doing.
I mean, I don't know. It depends.
Like a random, you wouldn't want a random lady telling you, even though it's true.
Okay, yeah. If it was a situation where my man was hitting her up and she was random,
she not hitting him. They don't know each other.
And she knew. Okay,
she just knew. But she knew you was with him.
No, I wouldn't. No, because at the end of the day, I feel like the fact that it got around to her, it'll eventually get around to me.
Oh, but I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait for eventually, because eventually
but if she don't tell you, you don't know.
But I would want her to. That's what I'm saying. That's bad, because if it was a random lady, I would want her to tell me that she saw my nigga at the club dancing on Sissy Boo. I need to know.
But see, my mind, the way my mind start, where I'll start thinking is, okay, was you that bitch?
You're gonna take it to the next level.
Because who are you?
She's doing her girl code.
She could have been helping, scamming, and scheming.
I'm hollering.
That's how I look at that. Like, if I don't really know you like that, I don't really expect you to be like, hey girl, I know you don't know me, but
I got a good one. So let's say it's like the bartender at the club. She works at the club. She sees your man bringing the same girl every single week.
And then he brought
you. And now he's introducing you to the bartender. Oh, this is my wife. Do you want random bartender to tell you he been bringing a bitch in here every week? Tell me so I can know. Yeah.
But how would she even tell me that?
I don't know. Write it on the napkin. You know, pull me aside. Girl, can I talk to you now? You want to go get a drink back here? I can make you a drink on the side. You know, whatever way she got to find out to tell me. Yeah. Tell me if he been bringing a bitch in here every week.
I mean, if that's the situation, I mean, I guess that'd be cool. But I'm just thinking, the way that I'm thinking is, like you just saying, like somebody that knows who I am and knows who I'm with. And then it's just like, they just, ooh, let me let her know this. You know, like, because how you gonna reach it? What, you gonna hit me on social media?
If you got to.
Or, like, I don't know.
If you gotta send me a DM request, send the request because I need to know what this nigga's doing. That's my bigger picture is I just need to know.
I don't know. See, I'm just, what's done in the dark is gonna come to light.
It do, but I don't want it to take too long.
I mean,
that'd be my problem. I don't want to waste. I don't want to be with you 8 years and 6 could have told me on year 1.
But at the same time, you got to understand that what is meant for you to catch, you're going to catch it, and you're going to catch it at the right time.
That's the control freak in me, though.
Yeah,
the control.
We have to get that under control.
That's the control freak in me. Is like, I'm not gonna waste my time here with you.
Yeah, I mean, but
these are my youthful years. I don't want to get up to 50. Oh, but girl, see, once I get to 40 something, it's gonna be kind of harder for me.
I mean,
and you don't waste these 20s and 30s up.
But you're not the only one that, if you get to 40 and it's not there. I mean, look at the Gates.
Look at the Gates, the Bill Gates, and they divorcing 60, 70 years old. Baby, now I gotta be back in the streets at 60? No, I'm not trying to be back on the streets at 60.
But I feel like
we'll be back on the streets at my late 30s if I got to.
When you up there in age, I feel like that's really one of those things. Like, I'm not saying that older people are not out here still playing games.
They is.
But I feel like 9 times out of 10, when you getting somebody 50, they ain't about to play no game with you.
I beg to differ. I beg to
No, I'm saying
your face.
No, I'm saying as far as, because the way that I look at that is, a 50-year-old is gonna sit here and tell you this is gonna be boom, 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 like off rip.
Okay.
If you ain't boom, 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 Peace.
I don't know. I have had my share of older, and I feel like they can play games.
No, 100%.
I do.
Oh,
And I'd rather you play
some
those
people
games
that
with
play
me.
games.
I would rather you play those games with me now while I'm in these 20s than while I'm in these 40s.
Well, I'm close to 40.
Girl, no, you was not.
Yes,
you
I am.
37, 38.
I'm there.
You would swear.
I'm already in the 30s club.
I'm about to be in the 30s club this year, and I'm not going to be talking about I'm almost 40. Yeah,
Which
you're not even
means
at 35.
Because I still have
yet.
2 kids left in me.
But Beyonce is at the 40 club.
But I'm not trying to be 80 with a 20-year-old.
I'm hollering.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm hollering.
Absolutely.
Okay, let me break it back. Cause what was I didn't answer. What is the girl code in relationship? For me, don't fuck my man.
Period. I just feel like that's like
A given, but some people do fuck up here, so we just gonna say it for everybody, just so everybody's clear. Cause some people fuck up here.
and I will be on her ass.
Cousin
like
Faith. Right. Cousin Faith, for
Like this
example.
goes back to episode 1.
Exactly. Cousin
Faith,
Faith, for
I'm on
example.
that ass.
You're my cousin. Don't fuck my man.
The fuck?
Period. So don't fuck my man. We had a conversation, me and my best friend, at her Tequila Tuesday. We had a whole round table about if you passed away and could your friend get with your husband?
No.
That was the whole round table. And interesting enough, some people said that it would be okay.
But that's weird.
Interesting. For me, it's a no. Like, I just don't even feel like, to be honest, I don't even feel like it's okay for you to date somebody I used to talk to.
Yes, I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah,
whether
even
I'm
if we
alive or
wasn't in
not.
a relationship, I just feel like I don't want you kissing the same dude I was kissing.
Yeah,
like that's weird.
See, this is how I feel when it comes to that. As far as like talking to somebody, like if we weren't actually in an actual relationship, if it was a thing where maybe me and this guy went on a couple dates, it didn't go further than that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kind of understood, like, okay, we don't really mesh like that. I
could get that.
Like, okay, that's fine.
I could get that.
Honey, have him. He didn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your forever man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it was a situation where, I mean, even if I did
have sex with him,
if I kissed the man, I mean, because it could have possibly been a situation where he went in the kids, but I wasn't necessarily
ready.
feeling it.
Okay.
It was kind of just like, I'm just kind of doing it because we're in the moment of it all.
Right, okay.
But it's like, girl, I don't look at him like that. You can have him. Now, if I was actually fucking this man, even if it wasn't no serious type of situation,
you can't never fuck him.
You do not need to have my sloppy seconds. Like, because what we're not about to do is be swapping stories about how this nigga fuck.
No, I'm not.
We're not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
We're not doing
that. No, that is so manly.
What is the point?
That is so manly.
It's just like, no.
No,
absolutely not.
Never gonna do it. Never gonna happen.
No. Now, if we was definitely in a relationship, oh, that's a double negative. Hell the fuck no. Okay? Like, why would you even want to? Like, I feel like their explanation behind that is because it makes them feel closer to the person that passed.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Because you both had your individual relationship with that person. Like,
I just will have a severe problem with this. But still don't fuck my man. And so
still
don't fuck my man. Don't be fucking a nigga that I used to fuck.
No.
Don't I don't really. Okay, I'm weird about this. This is a weird thing. Don't. Ooh.
Say.
Okay, certain girl code. Because I think I would be okay with this with certain friends and certain friends, maybe certain girls. Let's say that. I wouldn't be cool with this. Don't call my man.
No.
Don't call him.
No.
But
why would? Okay, I can see if it was a situation where, okay, let me say this. Okay, this is not necessarily the same thing because it's my friend that's actually gay. She's married to a woman.
Okay.
It was a thing where, hey, Court.
Right, you might as well shout her out.
Because Court has no idea that we did this, but me and my friend Taylor was actually talking on the phone one day, and I forgot exactly what the conversation was, but it was just like, text Courtney and see and just ask her like, hey, do you know what's up with Taylor? Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Like it was just because I think the conversation that we was having was like, if I was to reach out to Courtney like about her, Courtney will actually sit there and like try to help me figure out whatever it is that, you know, I feel like is going on or whatever. It wouldn't be a why are you calling me?
And Courtney's the wife.
Yeah, Courtney's the wife. So when we were on the phone, I text her as we're talking. I'm like, hey, like, I feel like Taylor been off or whatever. Like, is something going on? Like, have you noticed anything? And like, she actually sat there and like talked back to me. She was like, well, I do know that, you know, blase skip. And then I was like, oh, okay, I was just trying to figure it out because I'm like, is my girl okay? She's like, yeah, I just think it's not. She was like, don't take it personal. So in a situation like that, like if you really, I feel like it has to be that rapport with that person's significant other. Though.
Let me ask you this though. Do you feel like that would be different if it was a male? If it was a husband?
I feel like if it was a husband, if it's the same rapport, I think it could be.
Okay.
I really do. Like my friend Adrian, like I could call her husband, even though that would be weird because that's not our rapport.
Okay.
But I feel like if I was to call him, it wouldn't be no weird shit like, why are you calling my phone now? I mean, that kind of puts it in a certain category too, where it'll be okay. Like with my friend Kim, I feel like there's a rapport between like me, her, and her dude, where it's like we all three of us can hang out, kick it together, and like really have conversation. Like just the other day, we were working out and stuff, and like we were having deep conversation. So if it was a thing where I was reaching out to him about her, I feel like that would have to be the key factor.
Yeah.
I would have to be reaching out to that person about my friend.
Right.
Not just reaching out to that person just to be talking, because that's weird.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's kind of weird.
Call my man when he wants to know like what engagement ring I want or something.
Right, yeah.
Then you can call him. You know what I'm saying? But if that's not the reason, or you checking on my well-being, don't call him. Don't even have his
what y'all
number.
talking about?
Yeah, y'all don't need to be sitting on the phone about anything. Unless y'all was already friends before we met.
Yeah, that is definitely
a
whole nother ball game. Because
that's okay.
I have, you know, my male best friend where after them getting together, it was just you know, he already, well, not even just her. He basically told me, and this was years ago, where he basically just told me that he would tell whoever he's dealing with at the time, hey, I have a female best friend. Well, I have 2 female best friends. You know, he would give the name. I'm letting you know now. I fucks with this person. Like, I don't care if you feel this way, you feel that way. This person ain't going nowhere. It ain't nothing like that between us. He basically sets the fucking tone and let them fucking know. So it is a thing where it's like, yeah, I probably will be. There will be times where we talk every day,
right,
and have hour-long conversations.
Yeah.
If you can't get down with that, I'm not the person for you.
Agreed.
Because it's a thing where it's like, okay, this is essentially like a family member. I'm not about to stop
And even
being
if it's
friends.
not, this is just my friend, and we not fucking. So
right,
chill out.
Right.
Because, like we said before, men and women can be friends.
They can. Like, pull your panties out a bunch
and relax
and be grown.
Calm your coochies.
Calm them, please.
Calm your coochies.
Calm your dicks. Because the niggas.
That's the next shirt.
The nick.
Calm your coochies. And you gonna write it down.
We have to, as we're manifesting, we have to write this down.
Calm those coochies, girl.
Yes. Okay.
What was the next one?
Okay.
Calm your cooch. Calm the cooch.
Okay. So the next question, we have been on relax for a
good while.
Okay, we need to get it together.
We need to.
Okay, do you tell your friends everything?
I tell my friends a lot. I wouldn't say everything, but I probably tell them more than they tell me. I do. I feel like because I'm just an oversharer by nature. Yeah, just by nature. And it doesn't bother me that my friends don't tell me. I mean, they tell me a lot of stuff, but I don't feel like they dropping bombs like I'm dropping bombs. Like I'm telling TMI. And they probably not telling TMI. Like they telling me
that reminds me of the other day when you was like, okay, this is TMI.
Yeah, I'm telling you shit that probably nobody wants to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it because I don't give a fuck. Because the way I feel about it, and I feel like a lot of people feel like I don't want to tell her this because she might use it against me later. I feel like a lot of people feel like that. Like if we get into it later or Mad Day comes, she might use this against me. And I feel like, bitch, you can never use my fucking shit against me.
Right.
Like, fuck you. Like, you can't never use my shit that I told you against me.
Exactly.
Ever. It's not going to work. It's not going to land the way that you think it's going to land.
Actually, I'm going to play on that shit with you.
I'm like, yeah, I did. Sure did. Now what? Like, it's going to be that simple for me.
Yeah.
So, I don't care about sharing my stuff. I can't say that I share every little detail, though. I do leave some things out, but it's probably minuscule. I do tell a lot, though. But that's not everybody. I tell probably the same 3 people the stuff.
Right, yeah.
And so it's not like a broad thing where I'm telling everybody. I tell like the same 3 people the meat.
See, with me, I'm not the sharer.
You're not. I was waiting on that. She's not. She's not the overshare. You share.
I share.
She's not an overshare.
But this is and like to your point, what you were saying, I never think about, oh, they're gonna use this against me. Okay. Now, if you carry a certain character trait where I feel like you gonna run your mouth to other people, then that depends on what I tell you. Right. But as far as how I break it down, it's a thing where I'm not the person where if I'm actually going through something right then and there, I'm not calling and dumping on anybody.
Oh, I'm dumping. I got the dump Trump. Beep. We're backing this bitch up.
We're dumping in this camp.
Like, girl, talk to me, because I need to hear something. See, I need to bounce my stuff off of people, get an idea. Yeah, see, now it depends. It depends. Now, if it's not that deep, then I do reach out to the village. Okay. I reach out to the village to get advice. But if it's something where I'm in a very vulnerable state, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get over that hump by myself. And then when we're just talking casual conversation, and then you say something, and it'll be like, oh yeah, this one time, da 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 da. And to me, to the person listening, it's like, well, bitch, you ain't never tell me this. But to me, it's just like, oh, I'm over it now. We over that now. We can talk about this all day long if you want to. No, but that's you. Yeah. And that's the way that you like to share, and that's fair.
I feel like I can be overbearing. And this goes back to what I was saying. I just don't feel like people show up for me the way that I want them to when I'm in such a state like that. So it's like, no, let me get myself through this first. And then once I'm kind of through it and I feel like, okay, I need some advice. I need some help on trying to figure out what I should do. But that's only if it's deep. Right. Now, if it's just surface, not even necessarily surface level, but if it's minuscule, it's not that deep, but it's not necessarily on the surface. It's kind of like right in between. I don't have a problem with sharing.
Okay.
I don't know. It just...
That's just how you operate.
Depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, that's just how you operate, and that's totally fair. Because we all are not sharers. Like, right. And I do have, I see that tweet all the time. It's like after you tell somebody something, it's like, ooh, did I talk too much? Yeah. I do feel like that after I share sometimes. Like, I'll be like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said everything.
With certain people, I be feeling like that.
And it's just because you do want to house some things within yourself.
Right,
and you don't want to share it. And because at the end of the day, it's not even about whether she's going to tell somebody else or whether she's going to tell me. It's just I don't want anybody to know sometimes. Like sometimes I just want that weight with me. Exactly. If it's that bad. Yeah. If it's that bad.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move into the relating portion. So, is there a such thing as outshining your friend? Hell no. Bitch, this ain't no goddamn competition. I look good, you look good, bitch, and we look good together.
Period. But to that, I'm gonna, I always gotta.
Yeah, I mean, there's
just another side
of the coin.
Exactly. Yeah. You finished my sentence.
See, girl.
I feel like that. Just like what you said is 100%. Let's make that clear. That's 100% correct. But I feel like some friends may feel that are insecure. Oh, yeah. That you are outshining them. And it's a secret competition. Exactly. I feel like that does exist. It's not right.
It's not right at all. Now, let me be very clear. What I said as far as I look good, she look good, we look good together. And, we considering all my friends, all my other friends as well. At the end of the day, I do feel like I said, that's my personal opinion, but I do feel like there are friends that don't give a shit whether you look good or not, and they're not gonna tell you.
Absolutely.
Because
or maybe they scared to tell you.
No, I don't. No, I'm saying. I'm saying from a selfish perspective.
Oh, like purposely not telling you.
But like they can look at you like she should have did this or
but because she's threatened and she feel like she might not get a number that night.
No. Not that she's threatened. It's just selfishly like she only care about whether she look good or not. Exactly. Like, this goes to like, say you take a picture with a person and then you notice that they only post pictures that they look good in, but you look a damn fool. Right. Like, bitch, why the fuck would you post that?
Like, why would you do that?
Because at this
just crop yourself out.
You're just trying to make me look stupid, bitch.
Crop you, and just make it a you thing. If you really feel like you look that fucking good, crop you. But if I'm sitting over there looking with my fucking eyes crossed, bitch, take me out. Block me out, bitch. Put an emoji over my fucking face or something.
I can't stand a bitch like that. Like, bitch, you cannot be that fucking self-centered. Because at the end of the day,
you knew I looked like shit.
Yes, you knew I looked the damn fool in that picture. And now, this is where I put my petty boots on. Bitch, you ain't all that.
And I'm gonna find an ugly picture of you on my phone. I'm playing. But that's what I would be thinking. I'm gonna find an ugly picture in this phone, bitch. And I'm gonna post that one.
See, my thoughts be, don't tag me in that shit.
Please. I'm not gonna accept the tag.
So if I don't repost your shit ever, just know that you had me fucked up.
You did.
Okay, moving on.
I'm hollering.
Do you tell your friends if they are wrong? Do you want me to start?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. I feel like, okay, first of all, let's talk about once upon a time. I was that friend where if I felt some type of way, 9 times out of 10, I wasn't telling you shit.
Okay.
Because I am a person where it's kind of like a building block type of thing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit gotta build and build and build before I really like just come to you and say something.
Okay.
And this goes back, you remember that time when me, you, and Nicole
Which time?
went to that place?
Which place? Like we ain't been to 1,000 places.
And you was like, see, I feel like you just went.
Oh yes, I do recall. That was not a good day.
Yeah.
No. Look at us now, though.
Because look, if we take it back to that, like
I don't even remember what happened.
It was a thing where because you're very comfortable in letting people know where you are at that point in time.
Yes.
Me, it was just like, I didn't necessarily feel like anything was going, like I didn't reach the top of my building.
You know what? This is perfect because that is perfect for this question.
Yeah.
Because how you just explained it is right, because I was definitely gonna say I do say something.
In the little, the talkerization of it all. Like you were just saying all this stuff, and it was just like at that point, like I was kind of feeling like, why are we sitting here talking? There's no problem. But then and I feel like this is where I can be insensitive. My mom tells me this.
Mom tells me stuff too.
She done told me, she was like, you can just be so insensitive to other people's feelings. And I feel like that day I was being very insensitive because for me, I just wasn't there, and it was like, oh, this is bullshit.
I don't even remember what happened though.
But you were very, I don't remember what happened either, what the
actual problem was.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But then I remember that you did say something. You was like, we were just having this conversation not too long ago and talking about, like how people's delivery can be whack. And you was like, your delivery is whack. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, girl, whatever. And then I felt like it was a thing where it was like, okay, so now we pointing out all the stuff that I do. So it was like, okay, well, let me point out the shit that you do.
Okay.
And then, but the way you took what I was saying was, oh,
you've been holding in all this stuff.
Oh,
yeah, because I'm good for that.
Oh, yeah, she is.
I'm good for that. If you decide on a bad day to be, oh yeah, you did it. I'm like, so you've been feeling this way this whole time and you ain't said nothing?
But let me say
that
this.
is me.
Let me say this though. Now, I feel like there's a meter to that.
Okay.
Whether it's kind of up there where it's like you kind of crossing the line versus like, okay, I noticed these things about you, but it has not really bothered me to the point where I felt like I needed to say something to you. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that is you as a person in this present time. Now, if I felt like it was a situation where it was making us clash and conflict, then it would have came like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure it will come about in a conversation, especially once I reach my point. It's like, okay, no, I gotta say something. You know what I'm saying? But that day when I was saying that stuff, it wasn't so much like, oh, well, you do this and I don't like this and da 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 da. It was just more so, okay, well, you trying to make it seem like I'm just this bad friend, or I'm not perfect. Well, let me put your shit out there, lay your shit bare too.
See, and when people do that to me, I immediately feel like, so you've been feeling that way.
Oh yes, she took
that is my
here, okay?
I promise you, that's why when you said that, I'm like, oh girl, that's me. Immediately. That's the first thing I'm gonna think of. And that just goes back to how people operate differently.
Yes.
That's all that is.
Yes.
Because you wait until it's necessary
Right.
for you to say it, and I don't wait.
Right.
I say something right then because I'm like, well, let me just say it now because I don't want her to think, I'm mad about it later. Like, I'm just say it right now.
She definitely said that. She was like, so why did you tell me that then? And it's
Right.
just
I'm like, I'm just saying
it wasn't a big deal for me. Like, I noticed it, but it's like, okay, it's fine.
But
Whatever.
it's, you know what though? It's weird because when I feel like I'm the same way even in relationships. Like, I address the problem right then
and there.
That's just who I am. We're basically just learning how two people operate differently.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, because I am that in relationships as well. I'm gonna say it right then and there. You've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
While we're there at the table, I'm gonna be like, so, I'm gonna address it right then.
You're gonna be very passive aggressive first.
I am first. In the beginning, I'm gonna be passive aggressive. I'm not gonna say
very
anything.
aggressive.
I'll be like,
oh, she'll have a smile on her face, and it's just like, sis, you're a bomb.
you're pissed. Like, you're pissed.
You're
off. So that's. I don't even. What question was we on? Oh, do you tell your friends if they're wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's where we stand.
You got to get me to the top of the Chrysler building first.
And you don't have to get me anywhere. You just have to get me off the ground.
Yeah. All you have to do is trip her.
Yeah. Not to say something. I'm like, girl, look. But see, I'm gonna tell that I feel like it's a good thing in the sense. Yeah, and it's a bad thing in a sense at the same time, because I do feel like sometimes it comes off nitpicky.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like in my brain, I'm just feeling like I just want you to know where I stand.
Right.
So I get both sides of that. I see the good and the bad in what I do.
Right. Yeah, because with me, I don't like confrontation, but I think I said this in one of the other episodes where maybe this is the one that we. Anyway, I don't like confrontation, but if you initiate, because I'm never one to really initiate something, but once it started, oh bitch, I'm finishing it.
Right.
So it's like once you get me started, like I'm going toe to toe with you. That's why I feel like I like to argue.
See, I don't like to argue, and that's why I like to bring it up immediately, because then I never want to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Once we talk about it that one day, I'm like, okay, don't ever bring that up to me again.
See, I'm the person, like, I can go over stuff.
You can revisit.
Yeah. And be fine. Be perfectly fine with that.
I'll be like, okay, but we talked about that last time. That's exactly how we talked about that before, though. Yeah. Like, I'm good.
But the only way I would really do that is if I feel like I didn't really get my point across the first time. That's the only reason why I do that. Now, the other side of the coin to that is, people that bring stuff up, and it's like they really had a vendetta out against your ass, and it's like they just been tallying shit up, and they wait until the most opportune time for themselves to go ahead and run down the list.
The whole thing.
And it's obviously it's obviously not a situation like me where it's like you had to get me to that point to let you know, okay, you do this and I don't like that. It's a thing where it's like, oh yeah, bitch, and you this, like it's very toxic, and it's very combative and confrontational.
Yep,
is what I'm talking about.
Agreed.
I'm pretty sure y'all done been through some shit like that. I know I have. And it's just like, well, bitch, you felt this type of way. Why was you smiling in my face?
Why we was cool? Why was we cool? Like, you hated me, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You had a whole problem with me, and I had no clue.
None.
Even though that intuition be kicking in, bitch.
It has failed me before. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Or did you try to convince yourself?
No, it failed.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, sometimes I feel like with intuition, like even though you may not hit it right on the money, you're still within the ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't feel something for no reason.
Right.
So Even though you may start out feeling some type of way and then it turns out to be this over here, it's not so much that you were wrong, it's just that what you thought it was not
what it was.
Yeah.
Unless this is not, I feel like we should put out this does not apply to overthinkers.
No, it does not. No.
This does not apply to you. Because overthinkers will really think of some shit
you
that does
create
not exist.
Scenarios in your mind. Trust me, I know. I'm not a victim. I am a perpetrator.
I was about to say we do that sometimes.
I'm a perpetrator of creating scenarios.
Yeah.
So
sometimes we do that.
But you know, I'm in my growth season.
Facts.
So, you know, we're doing things differently now. Moving on.
And these are the facts.
Okay. Do you tell your friend if she should leave her man?
Never.
At the end of the day, listen here. As I tell all my friends, I am not here to tell you to do anything. Now, I will advise, you know, just from the outside looking in, the things that you have told me. But at the end of the day, that is your decision to make, and I can't make it for you. Now, I can help you along in making your decision, but I'm not going to tell you, you need to do this.
Never.
Because that's not my place.
Because you're going to get back with him anyway.
Exactly.
And then we going to have a whole shebang between us.
Right, because I'm not as invested as you are.
Exactly. I'm not fucking him. Don't sleep with him, nothing. So, just never do that.
Now.
Unless it's like an abuse.
Oh yes.
You know, let's
now if he wasn't a boxer called Sugar Ray or something?
Sugar Ray Leonard?
I don't know. If he's Sugar Ray your ass, we are probably making this shit up.
I know. Mike Tyson.
Yeah, if he Mike Tyson your ass, Mike Tysoning your ass, bitch.
You need to go.
Come over here. I have a pallet ready for your ass.
Yeah.
The hell, because we're not about to do that shit.
No.
Okay? Now, I will talk down on your ass. I'm going to be the one.
Tough love.
To give you that tough love.
Yeah.
But also be very nurturing in the same sense. Okay, bitch? Bring your ass over here and lay down on this fucking pallet because this is not what the fuck we're doing.
Okay, bitch.
Okay?
Hollering.
That's how I'm coming at your ass. Okay? No, it's all love. All love.
All love.
So, did you have anything that you wanted to
No.
Okay, so we are
that
moving
hit it right
on
there.
So, and I left my phone over there too. Damn it. Okay. Are you a high or low maintenance friend? I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay. I feel like I am a low maintenance friend. I feel like I'm a high maintenance person.
Why would she do that? She's lying.
I'm not lying. And when I explain this, I feel like you're gonna get it.
I feel like you're riding the fence.
I'm not a high maintenance friend because you don't have to coddle me. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to do certain things for me. You know what I'm saying? We can go 2 weeks not talking and I'm not going to complain at all. Like, I'm not going to say anything. I don't feel like I'm high maintenance in the sense of like, I always got something to say about something within our friendship. I feel like I'm low maintenance because if we go a month, like I was just telling my friend right now, when he hit me up today, I was like, oh my God, I've been saying I'm supposed to call you for 2 weeks. And I ain't called. He like, cause you fraud. I'm like, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am fraud. You're right. My bad. I'm gonna call you today. But I feel like I'm low maintenance because you don't have to do a lot to be my friend.
Yeah. See, I feel like, now what she said, she does not take things personally. No. In that regard, you are a low maintenance friend. Okay. But I feel like she is a high maintenance friend because she is the friend. She's going to be on your line.
What I'm gonna do?
And I'm just saying, like she likes to talk frequently.
Yeah, I'll call.
I feel like I am a very low maintenance friend.
But I don't call multiple times.
No, she don't call multiple times.
I'll call like once a week.
Yeah, but
twice. a week sometimes.
And that, in my opinion, I feel like that's a high maintenance friend.
That's not high, that's very low. Once, twice a week is low. Like
Every
if I
week?
was calling every day, that's high maintenance.
Oh, now that is just overboard.
I call like twice. You know, it's like a checking in for me.
See,
how are you doing?
See, me, I'm very low maintenance.
But that's not even low. That's below low.
I feel like I'm terrible. Like I really feel like this is the part of me being a friend that makes me feel like I'm being a bad friend, because I can go a month, 2 months.
See, that's not low. That's the bottom. That's below low. I'm low, and you're below low. Because twice a week is not high.
Now I feel like of course if there's certain things that's going on, especially if we're constantly doing stuff, you know, it doesn't necessarily bother me, because we have to be in communication for what we have, you know, plans to do.
Right.
Now, if it's just a thing, like for instance, my friend Jaleesa, I was thinking about her earlier today. I was like, at this point, you're terrible. Like, because I have not talked to, minus the last time that I went back home and she had came over to my sister's house. Outside of one time that I talked to her over the phone, probably a little bit before that. Yeah, it's been months.
It's a long time.
It's been a long time since we've actually sat down and had a conversation. But at the end of the day, I don't look at it as, oh, that's not my friend anymore.
Right.
But I am at the point where it's like, okay, it's time for you to call. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's like,
we need to talk. We need to check in. That's where my head space be like, I need to check in. I haven't talked to her all week. Let me just see what's going on.
Yeah.
That'd be my brain.
Because, and the reason why I say she's a high maintenance friend is because before I reached out to her this morning, I was thinking to myself like, ooh, I have not talked to her all week.
And I didn't do anything. I'm low.
Feeling some type of way.
I didn't feel nothing. See, that's the thing. I didn't feel a single thing. I'm low.
See,
I'm low and you're below low.
I'm below low.
Yeah, I'm low.
I agree.
Below low.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, I'm low.
Okay, so have you ever lost a friend? By the way, we're in the releasing portion.
We are.
Okay?
We're releasing.
So have you ever lost a friend that you want back? And if so, and you are not back friends with them, what's stopping you? Do you want me to go first?
You can.
Everybody that I am friends with today is supposed to be here. If they're not here, bitch, that was God who removed you because you did not belong in my new season and where I'm going. So
I'm hooting and hollering.
Anybody that I'm not friends with today, no, bitch, I do not want to be friends with you again. Because 9 times out of 10, first of all, I'm not the type of person where I just lose friends. Now, I may lose contact with people, and it may be a long time, and then I may get back in contact with that person. But I feel like I don't actually lose friends. Now, I have lost before, and just know they're in the trash where they belong. And that is period point blank. You?
I also do not lose a whole lot of friends. Is there anybody I would want to be friends with again? I couldn't. No, there's none I could think of, because if I lost a friend, that means something terrible had to take place for us to not be friends anymore. It had to have been something detrimental and totally unfixable for me to lose you.
Right.
So I can't say I would want anybody back. me and Brianna did have a long time where we didn't talk, and I did miss her.
Yes.
But I didn't feel like I lost her.
It's so crazy because I was telling Kate, I was like, yeah, me and Miss Dominique, and he was like, I thought y'all weren't friends anymore.
He like, who?
No, he remembered.
Who?
He remembered you.
No, like a shady who.
Right,
like,
yeah, like, I thought y'all weren't friends anymore.
He threw shade
Like,
at me.
no, I never said that we were friends. He was like, oh, I just.
And I said the same thing. I was like, it's not like we're not friends. I'm like,
yeah,
we haven't really been talking.
Because before we just reconnected, the last time we talked it was your birthday.
Okay.
And I didn't attend. I think it was the one where you had the party at your house.
Okay, so that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't attend. But no, we weren't talking before that, were we?
I don't remember.
I think we stopped talking when you went to see Lucky Day 2 years ago, right?
I did, because that wasn't last year.
Okay, so
that was 2019.
It was that birthday. But like I said, it wasn't a thing where it was an issue.
Was it him?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because you had reached out about, hey, I'm doing something for my birthday. Come if you can. And I didn't go, but it wasn't an issue.
No, it wasn't an issue.
Yeah, we just weren't in contact with each other.
We weren't, but I did miss her.
Yes, definitely.
I remember telling my mom.
I was going through a whole emotional something through cancer season this year, and she was a breath of fresh air. Okay. So, we're going to go into the random. So,
you have it ready.
Yes. Okay, so the random of the day is, how often should you, what is the word? How often should you replace your panties? Is it once a month? Damn it, I can't get the time. I think it was like once a month or 6 to 9 months.
I think it will depend on how often you wear panties. If you don't wear them often,
I agree.
They can be replaced less.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing them a lot.
Wearing panties.
Me too.
I just don't. It depends on what I'm wearing
right.
Or, what's going on that I would wear panties, but...
Yeah, because I have panties from like 2010 that I've never even worn.
Yeah, like I just have old panties, period.
Yeah.
And it's just like but those old panties are basically like period panties. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So but then again, I feel like I'm not that girly girl when it comes to making sure I replace my bras.
Me neither.
And all of that stuff. Like I will ride a bra until the wire
pop, and I'ma still wear that bitch.
Exactly.
As long as the girls is where they supposed to be, I'ma still wear that wireless bra. Mm-hmm. It was wire before, it's now wireless.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've worn bras that's poking the titties like.
I have too, and I guess you could call me a trifling bitch. I don't care.
I don't care.
I really don't.
Don't care.
My
nails don't match the toes.
Like, and if panties get holes in them, they're just period panties.
They're period panties, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, if I was playing with your mama.
Okay. If I was to play with your mom. Period. I hate thongs.
Oh, I like thongs.
I feel like they give me borderline yeast infection.
Really?
Yes. So I hate thongs because I feel like every single time I wear one, my discharge is letting me know. And I swear, it's like every single time I wear thongs, it's like, bitch, we don't do this shit.
Really?
And then once I take it off, I'm perfectly fine. It is every single time.
Is it a T-string? Or it's a thong?
It's a thong.
I've never had. I primarily wear thongs.
I don't know if it's because she's so used to just breathing where she feels like she's suffocating. So like she's going to let me know. I don't know. But they don't feel tight. But it's like every single time I wear a
Because
thong.
the coochie part should fit the same as
Yeah.
regular panties. It should just be in on the ass.
But I have, it's like I have discharge every single time.
Really?
And I feel like that's my coochie's way of letting me know, bitch, you know we don't do this shit.
I
Yeah,
primarily
wash your
wear
mind.
thongs like I really have ass. And
Wait, what?
I was like, I just got a donk back there or something because I just wear thongs like it's just stripper booty.
Yeah, see, at that point, no, I just don't need to wear panties.
Really? See, thongs and boy shorts are my favorite.
Now, if I'm wearing a thong, like sometimes I put on a thong because it's like, oh, I want to wear panties for this, but I don't want the panty line.
To show.
But normally, and that's really like if I'm wearing like a skirt or something and I'm going out, and it's like, okay, I don't want it to.
I don't want that
free
wind
ball.
to blow.
Yeah, I don't want it to just be free ball because I know I dance and it's like, no, we're
I
not
might
doing
drop
that.
it low.
But
Right.
it's like every time she's like, bitch, no, we're not doing that.
That's crazy. I've never. No. My
Yeah.
coochie don't do that.
Well, that pretty much wraps it for this episode. So
GirlCODE.
I want to, yes, girl code. Okay, so I want to thank you.
Thank you for
At this
having me.
point,
Look at
no thank yous necessary.
Yeah, after this episode,
Like,
we're not gonna thank anymore.
It's
Because we're on like 3 or 4 or
right.
something.
Like
I don't know.
it is what it is. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode. But until the next episode, just know that if ain't nobody told you today that they love you, just know that we
do.
love you.
We do.
And until the next episode, I want you to relax, relate, and release into girl code.
Please. And let us know if you have anything that you wanted to add into your girl code.
Yes.
What do you think girl
Go
code
ahead
is?
and send it to butwhatislifepodcast@gmail.com.
Please.
Or follow us on Instagram at butwhatislifepodcast.
Leave your comments.
Yes,
Let's
leave
talk
them.
about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's get the discussion popping. Okay? But until then, peace.
Bye, y'all.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.